All right, folks, welcome to our 11th press conference, Monday press conference that is, of the year. This one's in prep for Montana State, our regular season home finale, 4 p.m. on Saturday here at UC Davis Health Stadium. You can listen live on Sports 1140 or on the TuneIn app, watch live at 11 Sports or online at Pluto TV. And with that, head coach Dan Hawkins.
Well, it was another part of the journey. This time in a little rainier part of the conference, and it's been an interesting journey. It's been a good journey, and we've played out of state several times, and going back to a stadium we hadn't been to before out in Hillsboro. Bob Dunning had asked me if I was the most satisfying win we've had this year, and it kind of struck me, I guess, as a little bit funny, but it's not the wins really that are satisfying. I think the things that are satisfying are when you see guys step up or make growth, overcome some obstacles, handle some issues, and I think our guys have done an amazing job with that the entire year. I do think probably the first time this year when we sort of played off of each other in all three phases, which was good to see, really good to see. But a lot of really cool elements. Obviously, Lonzy had a great game. Probably the funnest thing was to see him actually break the long one finally, which he's been trying to get done. And really kind of how he handled the clock, and really some of his better runs were probably much more subtle just in terms of making people miss. And Lance Babb obviously had a great game, but really the most satisfying thing for me there is not exactly the product, but if you watch him practice and you watch him train and you watch his attention to detail and you watch his passion, really cool to see that come to fruition. Their quarterback, very explosive. We knew that going in. He can run around. He still gave us some fits, but I thought we did by and large a nice job of not letting him break it wide open. Give our defense a lot of credit there. Our Robert Tucker did some nice things on defense, but we were always aware of him and trying to keep him bottled up and keep him from going wild. I thought special teams we played well. That helped us in the field position game, and so overall that was good. We handled a lot of issues that well. So we're back home. It's senior day. Hard to believe some of these guys. This is my third year here, but obviously for some of those guys, hard to believe this is their last game at home in the regular season for the Aggies, and we obviously want to play well. We want to play well at home. We got a great opportunity. This is a ranked football team, and to be able to step up against some good competition and come back home and get after it. But we want to finish strong. We know the Bobcats are a very good football team, and looking forward to the challenge.
This question comes up every week, but now that we're near the end of the year, how much thought is there about the playoff implications of a game like this?
Well, we always, we're not blind to the situation. We're playing two ranked teams here at the end of the year, and you've got to take care of business. I mean, should we get on the plus side of the ledger on both of those games, we're a playoff team. There's no doubt in my mind about that. We're a playoff team. We've played a tough schedule, but we've got to take care of business. Ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a happy holiday. So, but really, that's not been our approach in anything we do. You're obviously talking about it from a schedule standpoint, whether you're talking about finals and holidays and calendars and all those implications, but we don't spend a bunch of time there. We spend a bunch of time really focused on what it is we have to do this week, and that's really where we are.
Montana State's ground game, best in the conference or highest rated in the conference. What are you expecting from this team?
Well, Jeff Choate's a really good coach. They play three different guys at quarterback, and so they bring a lot of firepower at you, where they're probably different than some of the other teams in the conference. Obviously, Cal Poly runs their quarterback through the triple option. These guys just do designated quarterback runs. Now, they're not opposed to doing an option game either, but it's really designed quarterback runs, so that gives them an extra blocker, creates an extra gap, creates problems on defense. So they're going to give you, like I said, a three-headed monster.
One of their quarterbacks plays receiver, the other one plays linebacker, and then they bring in the tall guy to throw strikes. So it's a tough challenge.
I know you don't map out the season like this, but you've had some tough running teams that you face this year. How well does that lead you into this game, or does it?
Yeah, well, gosh, I'll tell you, one of the fun things about this conference is you see such a variety. You really do. Really good coaching and a lot of different styles. And even though we've seen some teams that run the ball a bunch, they don't run it like these guys run it. Some teams are more just loaded up and fullback tight ends, hand it off, do those kinds of things. You got the option teams. These guys with the quarterback run game are a little different than what everybody else has done. So it'll be a little curveball. It's not the same as the running teams we've seen before.
Any questions? All right, Saturday, November 16th, right here at UC Davis Health Stadium, 4 p.m. Again, listen, Sports 1140, or watch on 11 Sports and Pluto TV. Coach Hawkins, thank you very much.
Yeah, get out and support the seniors. Go Ags.